the new lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay. I go, oh shoot, like
to us, Black excellence,
that had to be there.
We getting tighter, you know what I'm saying? And united we stand, and ain't nothing else.
Black excellence, they're sitting there like, yeah. It's a billionaire brunch.
Oh,
like,
I hate you, man.
Unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you this year. Yeah. Come on, bro.
I mean, that's crazy. A word or a sentence. Eminem, the best. Lloyd Banks, cool. Tony Yayo,
that's my boy. Loyalty.
50 Cent, the rapper.
Still got it, man.
50 Cent, the television producer.
Just get going.
Future.
Oh, talent.
Nas.
The best.
Jay-Z.
Good business.
I ain't never made a call to Diddy. I got Diddy's number. Just hit him up. Yo, Diddy, what up? Never happened.
He told me to take me shopping. I looked at him like, what you just said?
This is a tight one. And the winner is Eminem, the Eminem Show.
Wait, he didn't just spell the word rapper and leave out a P, did he? Yep.
Jay-Z is setting Diddy up.
Jay's definitely.
Jay helped you?
Yeah.
How did he
As a
help you?
competitor.
Explain it.
Yeah, because he never was someone that you communicate with that you're like friends with the person. But I always respected him because he was never an actual competitor in actual fact. He was someone who was a competitor to perception.
How close was Diddy and Jay-Z? They was close enough that they wasn't playing basketball, they wasn't playing baseball, they wasn't playing football, and they wasn't playing hockey or soccer for Diddy to come on stage, pat him on his and then make the statement to people in the world that can't nobody call me Sean but Jay-Z.
And B was, one time she jumped off of the ledge. Came running over because she thought me and Jay had issues, and I was like, what the? And I was like, did she really just jump down and run over here like that?
Beyonce jumped off a ledge.
Yeah, what happened? It was in the Cosmopolitan, huh?
She really a superhero.
She jumped down and no, she was like this, what? Like that Bonnie and Clyde for real. You try this or what, boy? I'm here. Word. She down like at me. I said,
was Solange with her?
She looked at me like that. I was like, what?
A new storm is on the horizon. One that weaves together long-standing rumors, recent controversies, and accusations that have been buried for years. At the heart of it all is 50 Cent, a man who has spent the last 20 years openly calling out figures he believes are shielded by the entertainment industry. One of the names he's often mentioned is Diddy. But now, according to 50, the story goes far beyond a single mogul. He's hinting that the next wave of revelations could reach some of the biggest names in entertainment: Jay-Z, Beyonce, and even Oprah Winfrey. Three of the most powerful and influential figures in modern pop culture. Names that have circulated quietly in whispers for years, but have never been publicly challenged, until now. The spark ignited when 50 Cent suggested he has new, explosive footage connected to the same inner circle involved in the Diddy scandal. He teased that the Netflix documentary on Sean Combs was only the opening chapter. Soon after, he shared a post that quickly went viral across social media. You're next. Fans were quick to draw conclusions, many believing the message targeted Jay-Z and Beyonce directly. Questions immediately followed. Why them? Why now? And why right after the Diddy documentary? The answer, according to long-standing speculation, lies in a tightly guarded inner circle in the entertainment industry, one protected for years by wealth, secrecy, and powerful alliances. When the Diddy documentary was released on Netflix, viewers noticed how closely Jay-Z and Diddy's paths have intertwined over decades. From business deals to private events, their networks often overlapped. Beyonce also moved in these elite circles, attending Roc Nation events, Grammy backrooms, and exclusive industry gatherings. The same names kept appearing. Now, 50 Cent seems to be signaling that anyone linked to Diddy may no longer be untouchable. Old footage, evidence, and stories are being revisited by the public. And if he's telling the truth, this could just be the beginning.
These were private conversations, and that he and Diddy could talk openly, and Mark could talk to Diddy not just as a client, but as a person, and tried to guide him in a time leading up to his arrest. And unbeknownst to Mark Agnifilo, Diddy has got this guy recording the conversation as he's sitting there saying, "You are screwing this up. You are messing up this case. We're losing." And knowing that that's on tape. And it's almost like he's performing for the camera and not telling Mark what's going on. And the really enraging part about it is that Mark Agnifilo won this case for Diddy with legal strategy. It wasn't just an accident that this jury that had heard all of this in the news before the trial voted not guilty on all the serious charges. It was Mark Agnifilo that did that. Yet Diddy secretly records this guy and embarrasses him. And yeah, you could say, well, Diddy never expected that it would end up being broadcast somewhere else. Well, okay, but Diddy was planning on using it, or he wouldn't have had it recorded in the first place. So it's just really, really unfair. And I know that in a way this sounds crazy, that I'm getting so upset about Diddy, and yet there's video of Diddy beating Cassie. Well, that's horrendous, but that doesn't mean you can't look at something else as well. And I just think, as a lawyer, I just think this is just so outrageous that he would do something like this, and not even understanding what Agnifilo's legal theory was. Because I will tell you that when we did our first documentary on Diddy, which was 8 months before the trial, Mark Agnifilo said to me on camera that he is going to tell this jury that this was a successful black man that prosecutors were trying to take down because they couldn't get into his bank accounts because they were clean, and he couldn't deal with they couldn't deal with taxes because he wasn't committing tax fraud. So they go into his bedroom. And that's what Mark Agnifilo said 8 months before. And he goes into the trial and he essentially wins that argument. Whether you believe it or not, a jury that sat through the whole thing, they believed it, and ultimately they convicted him on this BS Mann Act thing. So Diddy won that case. And one of the reasons he won the case is something that Agnifilo got criticized for. That when he did the documentary with me, he was making a joke about the baby oil. Remember, he said, "Oh, well, I didn't know he bought in bulk. He must have bought 1,000 bottles at Costco." And a lot of people just slammed him for that and said, "How dare you? You're being disrespectful. The baby oil is the smoking gun in this case." Agnifilo knew all along that the baby oil was Diddy's best defense, because when Agnifilo got before that jury in closing arguments, he looked at them and he said, "Well, the feds came in with their armor and artillery and guns. And what did they do? They got 1,000 bottles of baby oil off the streets." "Ooh," he said, "the streets are safer now." And the jury laughed. And that laugh told Agnifilo he should keep going on that. And that the trial itself was absurd because the baby oil was really the punchline.
Fans also recalled that 50 Cent had previously accused Jay-Z of protecting certain inner circles in Hollywood. Many saw this as part of 50's long-standing claim that powerful figures quietly shield one another behind the scenes. Now, that tension feels louder than ever because 50 has shown he's willing to put it all on camera. He already pulled back the curtain on Diddy's private life in a documentary that reached audiences worldwide. So when he posted, "You're next," people didn't dismiss it as empty hype. They took it seriously. To understand why that warning carries weight, you have to look at the long history between 50 Cent and Jay-Z, a rivalry stretching back to the early 2000s. From the start, their relationship was competitive. Jay-Z allegedly tried to slow 50's rise by discouraging industry figures from working with him. He even called out 50 during his Summer Jam freestyle, warning him not to push too far. 50 took that personally, and from that moment on, the tension never faded. Over time, their careers diverged in very different directions. Jay-Z became the quiet billionaire, operating behind the scenes, controlling brands, award shows, sports deals, luxury partnerships, political connections, and elite social circles. Meanwhile, 50 Cent became the outspoken disruptor, building his empire through television, business ventures, and bold public callouts. They represent two very different kinds of power. Jay-Z wields influence through silence. 50 Cent wields influence through speaking out. And that's why, when 50 hints at exposing something, people pay attention, because history shows he doesn't hold back.
Seems like 50 Cent has set his sights on someone new after the Diddy Netflix documentary. If you aren't aware, 50 Cent has been getting insane feedback from the Netflix documentary he made on Diddy. Sean Combs' The Reckoning is what it's called, and it's #1 all over Netflix, beating even Stranger Things. Diddy himself has responded to it, saying the stories are false, of course, denying everything, and even trying to do a cease and desist on the Netflix documentary. And after this Diddy documentary, a lot of people have been wondering who's the next person that deserves to get exposed. And Jay-Z is the one that a lot of people are pointing their finger at. And the reason why Jay-Z has been getting a lot of this type of backlash is because Jay-Z was really close to Diddy. At one point, Diddy was even calling him his brother, and that Jay-Z's the only one that can call him his real name, Sean. That maybe there's something on Jay-Z's side that has been going on behind the scenes. Now, there hasn't been any solid proof yet, but Nicki Minaj has been going at Jay-Z for quite some time, talking about Jay-Z is manipulative and he steals, and he's been pushing a narrative, and that Roc Nation has control and power over a lot of things. And I can kind of understand where she's coming from to a certain extent. We got to remember when Jay-Z went up on the Grammy stage and said Beyonce never won Album of the Year and complained about that. Literally the following year, Beyonce wins Album of the Year, which is just something like that doesn't show you that there is some power going on there, that there is something behind the scenes that Jay-Z controls. It's clear as day that it's all politics on who wins Grammys, who gets the better light and things. So that kind of opened my eyes, as to Roc Nation's power and how they manipulate things in the media. I'll never forget Jay-Z would get this like special treatment all the time when it comes to the media. I mean, Hot 97, when they interviewed Jay-Z, they literally rolled out a red carpet. They never did that for any other artist. So Jay-Z's always had this kind of special treatment when it came to things. But now the question is Jay-Z involved in crazier things? I mean, there's been a lot of speculation in a lot of different ways, and people are pointing their attention towards 50 Cent wanting him to do a Jay-Z documentary. And it looks like he might actually do it, because on Instagram, he posted a drawing of Jay-Z that kind of makes fun of his looks, and he posted that photo, and he said this in the caption: "Please stop sending me stuff like this. I'm not going to post it." Basically making a joke, because obviously he posted it on his social media. But, and here's the interesting but in this, is someone commented on the post, and the comment got liked by 50 Cent. And this is the comment. It's from Dom KMDA. I hope I pronounced that right. Dom Kanmada. He commented saying, "My only question, he's next, isn't he?" And 50 ended up liking that comment. And here's the thing. I actually saw this on Twitter and X, whatever, Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. And I wanted to confirm, is this real? Because a lot of people Photoshop these type of things just to create drama and create this speculation. So I actually DM'd the guy himself, and I showed him the photo, and I asked him, "Hey, is this a real photo? Did 50 like your comment?" He said, "Hey, yes, he did." And I was like, perfect. Thank you for confirming. Thought it was Photoshopped. I will appreciate the response. And he said, "I was surprised as well. Didn't see that coming." So shout out to him for, responding to my DM and confirming that, the comment actually got liked by 50, because, a lot of people Photoshop and spread narratives. So me being the proper journalist, whatever you want to call me, news reporter, I, wanted to go get to the source and see if it was actually real. There's also something that's very interesting that went over a lot of people's heads, and that's the documentary coming out on December 2nd. That Diddy documentary coming out on that date. Literally 2 days later, you have Jay-Z's birthday, December 4th, which to me sends a subliminal message to Jay-Z that you're next. So that's crazy. That just, to me, shows that 50 is potentially gonna work on something going at Jay-Z, and he might get Nicki Minaj involved because Nicki Minaj has a huge issue with Jay-Z with a lot of things, and I don't even know the full details of that because she's gone at Jay-Z for quite.
Over the years, Jay-Z continued to align himself with some of the most powerful figures in entertainment, including Diddy, Oprah Winfrey, and others tied to major corporate and media networks. Whenever 50 Cent noticed something he believed was being quietly swept under the rug, he responded in his own way, through sarcasm, mockery, or cryptic posts on social media. But this time was different. For the first time, 50 Cent directly warned Jay-Z, hinting that he might have footage or material capable of affecting the Carters. Fans immediately recognized this as a major shift. After all, 50 doesn't bluff. When he claims to have documents, recordings, or a story, he usually delivers. That's why Jay-Z and Beyoncé suddenly became the center of intense online speculation. And that's where Oprah comes into the picture. Many wondered why her name was suddenly being mentioned alongside Jay-Z, Beyoncé, and the Diddy circle. The answer lies in a combination of resurfacing accusations tied to Oprah and 50 Cent's long history of publicly criticizing her. Over the years, 50 has accused Oprah of using her influence selectively. He claims she avoided scrutinizing powerful white men during the height of the Me Too movement while focusing heavily on Black entertainers. He often contrasted her documentary work on R. Kelly with her past association with Harvey Weinstein. On a personal level, he has never forgotten that Oprah once refused to interview him. To his supporters, this history explains why her name is now being drawn into the conversation, and why many believe the unfolding situation could be far bigger than any single individual.
Oprah, Epstein, he was running with that whole crew. They want to know how we're going to do it, how the public is going to take him. Is the public going to let him back in? And the public is not. The public is already canceling him. I don't believe the industry has canceled him yet. All those people who went to those Diddy parties, not one of them had came out and denounced what he has done. I haven't heard one of them. I have not heard one person denounce, well, man, let God handle it. Get the hell out of here. Get out of here with that. If that was your daughter, would you let God handle it? All those people, they ain't denounced him. They ain't definitely, they can't come forward and say, yo, I support him. Because it would mess up their brand. It would mess up their brand. Jay-Z, we the only one could call each other Sean. Jay is the only one could call me Sean. I'm the only one could call him Sean. Get the hell out of here. If that ain't no fun boy stuff. But you ain't had not one person, brother, not one person sit there, denounce what he did, or come forward and say,
But the story goes even deeper. Over the years, accusations have resurfaced about how Oprah Winfrey treated several Black celebrities. Ludacris once claimed that Oprah edited his interview responses and lectured him about rap music while he was promoting a film. Dave Chappelle said that during his interview, Oprah pushed him to frame his struggles as paranoia, rather than acknowledging the intense pressure he was under at the time. Monique accused Oprah of helping blacklist her after Precious, and Taraji P. Henson revealed she was severely underpaid for her role in The Color Purple. 50 Cent has publicly supported many of these claims, highlighting what he sees as a pattern of selective accountability. Then there are the controversies surrounding the Oprah Winfrey Leadership Academy for Girls in South Africa. Reports from 2007 and 2011 drew media scrutiny and criticism. In more recent years, online conspiracy theories have attempted to link Oprah to missing children cases or secret locations. Most of these claims were later debunked, but the controversies have lingered, casting a shadow over her public image. Now, with 50 Cent already targeting one powerful mogul through a widely viewed documentary, fans speculate that Oprah could be next, especially after 50 hinted that some of the figures he plans to expose are people no one would expect. In Hollywood, connections are rarely accidental. In this story, the paths of Oprah, Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Diddy intersect far more often than many realize. Oprah has interviewed Beyonce multiple times, frequently praising her and the Carters for their business acumen and cultural influence. Jay-Z has appeared at Oprah-affiliated events, and Oprah has publicly supported several of his projects. Beyonce has performed at high-profile charity events tied to Oprah's network. Individually, these moments may seem harmless, but together fans believe they form a larger pattern, one that is now being re-examined as old alliances come back into the spotlight.
Beyonce didn't want to speak and does not speak to Brandy. And the truth of the matter is, there she go back there with Monica and Kelly, and there go Patti LaBelle, and then there goes Solange, all right? And there's a reason why Solange is around as well. Because if you guys don't know, for a while, Solange and Beyonce actually were not on speaking terms, but they're back talking now, they're back cool, and basically Solange is around to keep Beyonce spiritually protected. Solange is the spiritual protector of that family. Don't get it twisted. Mama Tina is powerful. Solange is the most powerful list. You better ask some damn body. All right. Now, the reason why Beyonce ain't came to speak to Brandy, baby, is because Beyonce does not talk to anyone who used to sleep with Jay-Z. Okay. Whether you guys know it or not, and I have to say allegedly, right? Jay-Z and Brandy used to talk back in the day. And by back in the day, I mean like late 90s type stuff, right? Brandy always kept Jay-Z on the low back in the day because, quite honestly, he was too ugly to be out in public with. I'm just keeping it real. To claim him publicly, he was too ugly back in the day. Now, when you try to search up pictures of Jay-Z and Brandy, you will find... Hold up, let me see. Hold up. Let me see, because I thought I had a picture of them two. Brandy and Jay-Z. Now this would have been from let's see, Beyonce, Jay-Z, Brandy and Jay-Z. Okay, there we go. Now this picture of them was in 2002. All right, and this was I think was at one of her album release parties, if I'm not mistaken. This was a year after Moesha rap, because Moesha went off air in 2001. Yes, he was dealing with Beyonce at the time as well, and Blue Cantrell's what he was. Let me say, Jay-Z was laying it low and spreading it wide. Jay-Z was one of those dudes in the industry that, you know, you messed around with. He piped you down, but before he was really him, you did not claim him publicly because he was just simply too ugly. It was what it was. But Jay-Z was in love with Brandy then. He's not in love with her now, but he still has love and feelings towards her. He's one of those people that feels like once he done had you and once he done loved you, he always feels like he has like possession over you. Jay-Z is one of those kind of men, baby. I don't know if they told you. Jay-Z is extremely jealous, extremely controlling, and extremely possessive. That's another reason why. Hold up. Where'd the picture go? Wait a minute. Where'd the picture go? That's another reason why Beyonce up here. Wait. Anyway, y'all get the point. That's another reason why Beyonce, over the years, a lot of the music that she's made, it's always been with him. A lot of the remixes, it's always been with him or somebody that he approves of her to work with, okay? Jay-Z was so damn controlling, he didn't even want her father, talking about Matthew Knowles now, he didn't want her father managing her anymore, and he stepped in. And if y'all notice, when Jay-Z stepped in as Beyonce's manager, the music changed, everything changed, and the money started to get effed up. But that's another story for another day. We're not getting on that right now. We're sticking with Brandy and Jay-Z right now. So they started messing around on the low in the 90s. Even to the early 2000s, they were still messing around. I'm not exactly sure which year the relationship officially ended, but just know that Jay-Z was just basically good for... That was what he gave. He gave big... I don't know no other way to put it, but he was like... For the ladies that's watching, you know, like, if you ever dealt with like a tall, ugly with big pipe, you went to him to get piped down, but you would not like ever like claim him like that because he was just super ugly. It was what it was. And before he really blew up, didn't nobody want to be seen with him like that. It is what it is. And quite frankly, Jay-Z dated a lot of your favorite female stars from back in the day, but they would not claim him public.
Diddy and Jay-Z have also maintained a long-standing business relationship. Over the years, they've collaborated on music, appeared together at exclusive events, and moved through the same luxury circles. Many believe these elite spaces function as tight networks, sharing information, resources, and powerful allies behind the scenes. According to 50 Cent, this is exactly the kind of group that is now beginning to feel pressure. Those suspicions gained momentum when Ray J claimed that figures connected to Diddy were worried about hidden tapes. He suggested that some of the biggest names in entertainment were quietly scrambling to distance themselves from the mogul as scrutiny increased. Whenever discussions turned to Diddy's so-called elite circle, Jay-Z and Beyoncé were inevitably mentioned. Not because they've been accused of any specific wrongdoing, but because of proximity. The same rooms, the same award shows, the same investment groups, the same private after parties, the same inner layers of Hollywood power. In an industry built on connections, simply being close can be enough to draw attention. And as old alliances are re-examined, fans now believe that those once considered untouchable may be under a much brighter spotlight.
Contract. The big one was with Beyonce. When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I mean, look, if you look at his career,
You're gonna let him say that? Jay was getting Grammys.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
And he ain't show up.
He has like 20 now. He had like 18 since he been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
You're not wrong.
At the same time, he got some shit. He started drinking. His pictures with him. He thinks the cup.
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated differently.
The accolades. Because he's no longer viewed as what, like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man.
And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
Right? You were connected to the biggest.
Jay got it for the music. Jay got it for the music.
He didn't see.
He deserved those.
I'm sitting there, he was like this, like Black excellence, they're sitting there like, yeah. It's a billionaire brunch. Like,
I hate you, man.
Unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm gonna be with you this year. Come on, bro.
That's crazy. He just looking at his watch during the whole Rock Nation, bro. Like, is it 3:30?
Yeah, it's almost time to get out. Yo, I feel like I'm normal again. Get me out of here.
Oh wow! So that's the deal he signed, huh?
Yeah, that's the deal. Like the other ones didn't count as much as that one did.
Oh, yeah, before I forget this, we talked about Jay. His proximity to Diddy. You don't think he knew anything? He's seemingly around Diddy a lot.
That was a real suburb question.
I know, right? Proximity.
And the proximity.
Proximity. That's the SAT hit parade word. I had to learn that.
Do you think you knew all of the shit that was going on? Yeah, that was like a...
I don't want to incriminate myself.
I know, but the way he said it,
like I said,
no matter how you answer that, you snitching.
Yeah, exactly.
That was a nice kind of
You asked the question like a fan.
Hey, I grew up with white people, but one thing I know is how to get a black guy in trouble.
Here's a great question. Yo, just give him the Happy Meal before you ask him to snitch, bro.
He said, damn, they wasn't even drinking.
Speaking of, how the hell you pronounce
Lechemin-de-Roi.
Okay.
It's the King's Path.
King's Path.
Chemin-de-Roi.
Because I know Branson. That's the one I pronounce.
That's the Branson lifestyle. You know, be outside.
You're not worried that if you throw little and you don't throw out allegations, but like you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way. Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up.
I don't got that in my past.
Everybody got a little bit.
Look,
like,
I took a pill, but it was for me to perform better. For her to remember, buddy. I didn't give her a drink so she forget what the...
Fans are now asking whether this moment could shake public trust in the entertainment elite. Some wonder if the next documentary will affect careers, reputations, and long-standing partnerships. Others believe it will finally bring hidden truths to light, and some think it could unleash total chaos. One thing is clear, 50 Cent isn't finished. His warning wasn't a joke. It wasn't a rumor. It was a promise. Now the question is simple. When this new footage is finally released, will Jay-Z, Beyonce, and Oprah be ready for what the world is about to see? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss what comes next. And until then, fam, keep it real.